Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for, what are we now? Tuesday, May the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address right here. And this is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room at 9 o'clock every morning, that's Eastern Time, of course. And that's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic a little after that. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. In the email you're getting, you'll see another promo code for 25% off. It is Spring Driver, all in capital letters. You will see it. And I believe it's going to be good until Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. All right? So that, again, gets you 25% off either the first month of a Trade Ideas subscription or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. All right. Well, again, not that active trading wise for me today. But it's funny, I tend to say that most days, and I know I repeat myself, but I'm not that active a trader normally anyway. Even if I weren't moderating a trading room, I probably only used to trade 3 or 4 times a day. Now, granted, I'm on the West Coast, and a lot of times I'd quit around 10 o'clock my time. But I'm just not that active a trader. I don't have to be in a trade constantly. And most of the time, I'm rarely in more than 2 trades at the same time. So this was the one that, to be honest, kind of made my day. It took a while, but this is CTST. It was an earnings play. And if you look at it on the daily chart, you can see what I was looking at. So, this was up here. And so when you look left, look at the potential. This is on the daily chart. The weekly, it even looks better, in my opinion. It's a little more dramatic. So there's what I call the void, the gap, whatever you want to call it. And so when you see this, when I saw this, I thought, okay, this is definitely one. This is one that I wanted, when I saw it in the pre-market. Because, let's take a look at the 15-minute again. So I saw this in the pre-market. It already gapped up, and I knew it was an earnings play. When I saw that nice void, I thought, okay, this is one that I want to take a look at. And so I eventually entered this trade. It was at 616. 616. I took a little bit out here at 624. And it was, it took a long time. It was just hanging in this area. And then I got rewarded for my patience. It got all the way up to 644, I guess. I actually traded most of it right there at 643. I was a little worried that it wouldn't get through that whole number. And then I got out the balance, just a little bit I had left at 630. But on a percentage basis, this basically made my day. And as I say, I don't have to overtrade at all. This was the other one that I actually liked also, the TME on a short. This was an earnings play, but I guess the main reason this was down, because I guess earnings weren't bad, but the main reason that it was down, it seemed to be, is that one of the co-CEOs kind of retired abruptly. And that's what Real in the Room had told us. And so when obviously it would have been better if it had just been the only CEO. We see that every now and then when you get an abrupt resignation of a CEO. I don't tell anybody how to trade, but boy, you see that and you get that news in the pre-market. That can be one of those all day shorts. Unless the market is reacting, yay, we finally get rid of that CEO. You know what I mean? But if it's an abrupt resignation, usually that's bad news for the company. And that's something you can look at all day long. Bottom line is that I tried to short this twice. I think the first one was at 1447, 1440 or 1457, got stopped out at 1462, tried again at 1447, again down here. It actually moved down, but I didn't take the profit here, and I actually got stopped out again at 1455. I was looking for a little bit more. So anyway, a couple of, very small losses on this. It just didn't work, but definitely more than made up for it with the CTST. Another one that is really interesting, and a lot of people got into this one, was the Maxar. This had very good news yesterday for it. Some kind of reorganization, the way they're handling taxes or something to that effect. And this just ripped and it pulled back. I actually traded this one yesterday, pulled back. And then again, same thing this morning. And again, look at the Look at the daily or the weekly on it. You just see, you start seeing charts like this, guys. You have to sit up and take notice. You see that void. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's going to get to 1073, but at least you don't have to worry about anything on the chart. You don't have to worry, that this is sitting right above it, kind of chopping around. You just got, you got clear sailing in theory to this area here. So that's what I look for, because most of the time I am trading as a momentum trader, and so I don't have to worry about intraday resistance. So if I'm a momentum trader, basically looking at stocks near the high of the day, I'm not having to worry about any intraday highs or intraday chart action stopping me. So that's why I'm looking at the daily and the weekly, saying, okay, now we're at a high. What's next? And that's why I'm always looking at a weekly and a daily chart. All right, so that's a quick one today. Again, did not overtrade, but the one nice trade, the CTST on a percentage basis, definitely made my day. So I'm going to shut this down. And again, in the email you're getting, you will see a promo code, Spring Driver, all in capital letters, and for 25% off. That's a great deal. And that's also off Brokerage Plus too, not just the a subscription, but it's also off Brokerage Plus. So if you have Interactive Brokers and you're wanting to use Brokerage Plus, now's a good time to take a look at it. Normally it's $1,100, so you take 25% off that. And that's a lifetime license. So it's a one-time fee. All right, everybody, I'm going to shut it down now. I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.